Welcome to the Daily Devo, and today we're talking about how we don't do life alone when building trust. I would love to confess on the Daily Devo that I have been in seasons before where I've fallen into lone wolf Christianity, as I like to call it, where it is me and Jesus taking on the world, and let me tell you, it's not how he designed things. I got to lone wolf Christianity, so to speak, when my husband and I were at a previous church where we were serving, and we loved the ministry we were a part of. Just to be honest, though, we had some really hard things happen at church and some painful things with people at church, and they weren't handled great, probably on both sides. We walked away hurt, and we had been pouring out ourselves every day, having people in our home all the time, being in small groups, communities, and one-on-ones with people, being a part of their everyday life and their big and low moments. And then when we had hurt and the pandemic hit, I was very cautious to open myself back up to community at church. I blamed it on a couple different things, like, I'm too busy, it feels like work because I work at the church, I already have my friends, lots of excuses of the flesh, just to be honest. But recently, I had a season where I had a big win happen, and I wanted to share it with people. The more I shared it with people, I saw God healing me from this lone wolf barrier I had, feeling like I needed to protect myself by not being in community. Processing all of that, I saw over and over again in the last couple of years, I shut myself off from people, and it was actually causing more harm than it was causing good. I think God ordained seasons in our lives sometimes that are lonely seasons. There's lessons we can only learn in loneliness, but there's a lot of growth that happens in community. And so as I'm reemerging into society, it looks like getting dinner with people and getting coffee and being known and getting to know new people and making new friends. I have seen God work through community, and I want to name a few people and how I've seen him through them. I have seen my faith grow through my friendship with Chrissy. I've seen my love for others grow through my friendship with Alyssa. I've seen my confidence grow in who I am through my friendship with Yvette. And I've seen my joy for working for a church grow through my friendship with Donna. I tell you, if you're in the camp of maybe you're out of community or maybe you're choosing to go lone wolf, I just want to say I'm sorry if you had reasons like I did. I'm sorry if your church or other believers let you down. You're always going to find that people fail us at some point, but people also show up for us when we give them the opportunity. It's really what we choose to do when somebody fails us that really makes a difference. And I chose to let trust die in the past season, and now I'm seeing the fruit of letting trust win. I chose to prepare for the worst instead of praying for the best. Building trust with the people of God means we don't do life alone. A really good way to take stock if you are building trust in community is, do people know what is the biggest prayer request on your heart right now? Some other questions to take stock. Do people know your birthday? Do you have friends that know your mom's name? Does your roommate know your favorite movie? Do you know a coworker's coffee order? I had to ask these hard questions and really ask myself, do people around me know me? And do I want to be known? And for a while, I didn't. But now I come with a different posture and have just been reminded that life is short and that seasons we have with people are short. And the big picture is we need to steward the people God has in front of us now. God doesn't call us to places always, but he will always call us to people. And so who are the people God has for you in this life right now? How can you wisely build trust with them? How can you choose to trust them? And how can you let them have the choice to trust you? One of my favorite verses that helps me when I'm struggling with people is in Philippians. Do nothing of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but consider others more important than yourself. Others are more important than you. praying for all of you lone wolves that you find a great pack. Thanks for watching the Daily Devo.